because I believe it came out after they released Liberations for the new systems. So it'd basically be on the same console that the Ezio trilogy is currently on, or currently released on. Built in tribute to the sun, a square resplendent in nobility, 3 colors, brightens 4 walls, now bedecked with liberty. Yeah, about the only thing they put on PlayStation 4 after the PlayStation 4 came out was Unity and Black Flag. And then Syndicate came out the following year in November, kind of going almost under the radar because of how Unity was received at launch. Which is a shame. Because honestly, I really love Unity. Eevee and Jacob Fryer are without a doubt one of the best assassins ever. That's a Libra, one Venus. They did that because Unity was only new gen. That's the reason they did that. And I didn't like Rogue because of Black Flag. Like after Black Flag, I wanted to do nothing with ships. I believe it said it was right there. Yep. I think actually Rogue is the only Assassin's Creed game I've never attempted to play. Oh, I know, because it's got Shay and he's a Templar, well, assassin turned Templar. Not cool, dude. Not cool. Just killing people out of random. It's my thing. Okay? Can't steal my shtick. Rude. But, yeah, I still don't want to play Rogue. Black Flag ruined Rogue for me. Through those wishing to enter Elysian fields must first pay the farmers their toll. To pass through the western gate where triumph will soon stand tall. I don't know. I'm too much on a Resident Evil kick right now to try it. That far away. So I think I never beat the original Assassin's Creed because my copy of it when we first got it, or well after a bit, after my sister played it for a bit, the disc got scratched up a bit, so I could only get through like the first set before it kind of like I think I got through the first set before the game would always freeze and crash. Well, it always like freeze on me. And so I think I played through like the beginning of that game like 3 different times before I just gave up because I realized the copy I had wasn't just gonna let me go any further than that because it was too scratched up. So Assassin's Creed 1, I never beat that game because of that reason. So I just watched a Let's Play of it. Because, you know, all you really need to know for that game is the story anyway, because the game is kind of boring. Bad. Whatever. Oh, I know. Why do you think Assassin's Creed 2 is highly regarded as one of the greatest games of all time? And people consider it to be the peak of the franchise in general. Oh. Well, that was nice of the game. Kind of. I mean, at least the story was good. For the original, but you had to do the same routine like 3 different times and kill 9 people before you actually got any headway with the story. Ooh. I hear it. Where is it at? When you kill the criminals. I believe I just glitched through a man. Huh. Wait. Oh, there it is. The most magnificent tower his great-granddaughter fashioned to surveil her subjects in the heaven twixt sun and earth encaged in iron. Twix. I like Twix. Twix is awesome. It looks like it. Get off that. I don't know. Somewhere around there. Twixt. Yep. It said twixt. I mean, I've never really seen the word used like that. Take off the T and you have one of my favorite candy bars. That's about all I know. The only thing I can think of Twix might mean is between. Betwixt. Between. Well, it's an old word. It's like Old English. Kill the criminal! Well, I killed the criminals and knocked down the man they were trying to save, so I'm gonna say that's a tooth. That's a double win right there. Plus, he kind of fell backwards. It's really funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume Twixt is in between, or between, or something along that lines. Because betwixt or something like that. Maybe even then they were shortening words. Who knows? Oh, there's a Nostradamus Enigma right there. Oh, this is so far away. Really? All I'm doing is running, guys. Let me run in peace. Rude. What? Oh. So what other video game series do you really like? Like, would you say in your top 5? Oh, well, yeah, I'm always gonna like the series. Like, even when people stopped playing it, like, I know my brother-in-law stopped playing this game, or stopped playing this franchise, after it jumped, after the new generation came out, new consoles, or when they first came out, he stopped playing this series. But even when a lot of people stopped playing, I didn't. I've always like, is it all the way up there? Really? I want to climb all the way up there. Come on. Oh, there it is. Second? I feel like I've already done Libra. Well, me, you have the good old King series. I love that series. I don't care how complicated it is. I still love it. Resident Evil. I've played and beaten just about every Resident Evil game now, except for Zero, which I started when I rented the Origins collection, and I haven't played 2 or 3 for Code Veronica, but just about every other game I've played and beaten, and I'm currently playing 4 because I just bought it. I didn't get to play 4 when it first came out because I was too young and I couldn't get it, so I'm playing it now. Better late than never, I guess. Which is funny because I got into the series at Resident Evil 6. Like, Resident Evil 6 is the game that got me into Resident Evil. Which is quite funny because it's highly regarded as the worst Resident Evil game, but yet it's one of my favorites, and it got me into the franchise in general. The Legend of Zelda series. Majora's Mask is my favorite game of all time. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I love that game to pieces. Final Fantasy is hit or miss. The Tales series. About the only fighting game I play is Ninja Storm. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm. Yeah, I did do this once. Why did it reappear? Oh, that's annoying. I don't understand why this reappeared. Come on, game. No, well, you gotta think, when those games first came out, they came out in, like, the second game came out, I don't know, but it came out when I was, like, I don't know, 5? And I don't have, yeah, like, I just turned 20 this year. Like I said, I got into Resident Evil in Resident Evil 6, and I was like, because of a friend of mine was talking about it, and so I really wanted to play it. But yeah, I was like 5 when that game came out, something like that. I don't know, I can't remember. If it came out in '98, then I was only 2. So yeah, that game came out when I was really, really young. So I never got the chance to play them because right around the time the PlayStation 1 came out, actually I was born the year the PlayStation 1 came out, or roughly around it when it came out. Then when we were old enough to have a console, my parents got me and my sister, let's see, the 64 with some games. Well, why wouldn't I? I just worked back. Because the reason I love Resident Evil 6 so much is because I played it with my best friend and we've beaten that game so many times. And it's our current co-op let's play, actually. Because I recently rebought the Resident Evil 6 on the PlayStation 4 because I own it on the 360 as well, which is funny because I bought the 360 version from Family Video when I was 16, and now they have to like check your age and everything, so that wouldn't like fly nowadays. But yeah, I bought the game when I was 16, and me and my best friend, we played it ever since, and we bonded over that game so much. And then after that, I just worked my way backwards. I played 5. Then there was it was Revelations. Revelations 2. The Origins Collection. I just bought 4. And I'm waiting till I buy 5 again on the PlayStation 4. Because to be fair, I never knew anybody's gripe with Resident Evil 6 because I don't mind the action. Yeah, sure, some of it's not done like spectacularly, but I never played the game alone. See, in my opinion, Resident Evil 6 is not a game you should play by yourself, like the old games are. Like the old Resident Evil games are games you should play by yourself, like up till 4. And then I guess Revelations. But Revelations 2, 5, and 6 honestly should not be played by yourself because you're not going to get the most out of the game if you just play by yourself. Because those games were like made based around co-op. I don't think it's more like Gears of War because the cover system in that game is not that great. Like, I never cover in Resident Evil 6. Gears of War is a cover shooter. Uncharted is a cover shooter. Resident Evil 6 is basically a run and gun. For the most part. Like, I mean, Leon's campaign is alright. I like Jake's campaign because Jake's campaign is a good action story. Chris's campaign is just kind of, it's really bad. I don't like Chris's campaign. To me, Chris's campaign just panders to Call of Duty fanboys. And that's why we're doing it first. Honestly, the only thing in Resident Evil 6 that's like Resident Evil is Ada's campaign. And the very beginning of Leon's campaign. Erudite rulers of the facade, stone-faced before the blood of executions, one day you will quiver and quake as your insides blaze in fury. Alrighty then, this person has some issues that is unresolved. They should probably fix that. Well, I mean, I like 5 too, because it puts a resolve to Chris and Wesker's story. But 5 is anything but Resident Evil. Like, the gameplay is anything but Resident Evil. Or at least the atmosphere of the gameplay is anything but Resident Evil. Because it's pretty much carbon copy 4, except for the inventory. And then... But the story is very much Resident Evil, so they've got that. Because I have 4 and 6 on the PlayStation 4, and I'm waiting to buy 5. Just because I never have played 4. So I was like, I might as well get that one first. Or before 5. Ooh, where is it? Oh god. Oh, jeez. What was that? Oh, it's right there. Oh, what? That's because it was in bright Africa. Akaira, Kaira will resound a dire twist of fate to dispel darkness no more, now to break the necks of many. Okay. That's a bit demented. Okay. Cause I remember when I first played 4, I didn't like it because of Sheva's AI, and then I decided I'll wait to judge Resident Evil 5 once I play it with friend. Orphan Tower, what has become of the rest? The start of the pilgrim's journey, shreds of memories hang from the chimeras. I said chimneys. Chimeras. Beaks. This one pressure of the atmosphere, the other alchemy. Okay. Come on. Go up and get the cockade. There we go. The poor fellow soldiers of Christ atop their stone dungeon marked their allegiance in Jerusalem's direction. I'm really not liking this one so far. You just had to put the Nostradamus Enigma in the final area. Or the final boss fight area. Well, final mission area. The boss is underground. Got to jump. Well, yours is more original than mine. Hunk's cool and all. He's one of my favorites. It's literally the shining star from Operation Raccoon City. That's another game I beat by myself. I don't know how I beat it by myself, but I did. Somehow, some way. Pretty sure there was a lot of perseverance involved. But somehow, some way, I beat Operation Raccoon City by myself. At the sources of life, the full moon shaped basin quenches the thirst of Solomon's defenders. And it's right there. Oh, I guess I literally could have just fast traveled there and that would have saved me a lot of time. Can I just... Like, literally, Operation Raccoon City is basically Resident Evil's Left 4 Dead. Why did I do that? I don't want to be down here. This was a giant mistake. Okay, you turn around too, buddy. Is my... Oh no. No, it's extremely glitchy. And there's... I mean, Nemesis is the second boss fight, and he's kind of hard. And it's kind of neat how they can turn you into zombies and everything. But... honestly... there's one boss fight in that game that's extremely difficult. Like, I literally had to run around waiting for my people to revive them, or running around reviving my people, letting them do most of the damage just so I didn't die. Yikes. So, this is... No. No. Would you stop running in view? You're a freaking idiot. How did that actually hit me? Okay, no. Run atop. Because they have Mr. X in that game. And he's a boss fight. And literally, on the route to that boss fight, I literally had to run because there were so many hunters that I just could not take on by myself. So I literally just ran through one mission straight, and then they throw a Mr. X at you. So... okay, come down, dude. What's the final riddle? In the entrails of the earth between the twin flames lies the final resting place of the first Grandmaster. You've got to be kidding me, right? Oh, I did. Played it by myself, alone. It's one of the biggest mistakes. That game should never be played by yourself, and it's only online. And of course it's right there. This game is trying to make me kill myself. Because nobody in the right mind wants to go where the first Templar is. Yeah, it's only online only. Which sucks. Because the game is literally... Oh, come on. That big? Oh. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big map. And Syndicate rivals it. Like, Syndicate isn't small by any means at all, so... But then again, Syndicate's in London. They might, I don't know, who knows. I mean, they put NBA 2K16 on there once. So, I wouldn't be surprised. It's in here, right? Yeah, it is in here. Woo! Stop crouching. I don't want you to get... Stop. I don't want you to crouch. You now have enough fragments to open the door in the armor room. I can now...